Hey YouTube, this is FireWizard23, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero. We just finished off talking with Zara in the magic shop, and you see we got this eye here. There's no getting around it. A shy with its eye on you makes you nervous. Shop with its eye on you makes you nervous. So we're moving just a little fast. I actually sped up the DOS box just a little bit, so let's slow our hero down. That's good. Who's this woman here? Look, woman? She's deeply asleep on her rocker. Talk. Talk to woman. She's sleeping. We cannot actually go in her house at all. Okay, we can go up the steps here. Open door. The door appears to be locked. It also appears that the occupant is taking her nap at the bottom of the stairs right now. Yeah. I think if we knock, I don't think anything actually happens. Knock? No one hears you knocking. Yeah. You can't go in that house unless you're the thief character, which I'm not playing a thief in this game, so we can rob the house, essentially, as a thief. Which does raise questions about, honor and stuff in this game, wait a minute, are you supposed to be a hero, and stealing is kind of wrong? Never mind. Let's go in the guild hall. This adventurous guild hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see the registration book on the desk and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated by the fire must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. So you got monsters on the wall here. Let's take a look at the moose first. The plaque under the moose says, courtesy of Sierra Online Prop Department. Sierra likes to kind of poke fun at themselves in their games, and put Easter eggs of other games in their games. And this thing? You never saw a purple Saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plaque reads, Saurus slain by Hans Halfwitten. And what's this peculiar thing? This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp slain by two guys from Andromeda. And I must thank Kikoskia, because having seen his Space Quest Let's Plays, I now know what that is referring to. And this? This crossbreed of eagle and lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plaque reads, Griffin slain by Wolfgang Abentur. Okay, and this? It looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The plaque reads, Troll slain by Wolfgang Abentur. So that's 2 points up on the wall for Wolfgang. What's this? The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. Sorry. It is still rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetor slain by Wolfgang Abentur. That's 3 points for this Wolfgang guy. What is this? Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. We got this guy. It looks like this old guildmaster doesn't do too much adventuring anymore. Still, he looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. The fire? The fire blazing cheerily in the fireplace helps warm the guildmaster's old bones. What's this? Get closer for a good look. Okay, you can left-click to move your character as well. Take a look here. The last entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. They obviously do not use the Julian calendar. Let's look at the desk. On the desk are an old but ornate leather-bound book and a quill pen in the ink bottle. Read book. We got the same thing. Well, remember it said it's a registration book, so we should sign the book. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. FireWizard23. And we get a point for that. Cool. We should probably take a look at the quest board here, see what's going on. Because I think if we're like over here and we say click, yeah, get closer for a closer look. Yep. So let's take a look. One at a time. We'll start from the top and head down. First one. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Okay, we'll have to go see the healer about that. This looks like a person. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The pictures of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Next. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description. Short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Next one. Wanted brigand leader. Description: unknown appearance. Wears a cloak. Must provide proof of the leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spillberg Castle Gates. That's a cool one. What's this? Notice, spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Definitely have to see the healer. And this last one. This poster seems to have been here a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at the Spillberg Castle Gates. So we got some quests there. Awesome. Let's go talk to this gentleman right here. Alright. Talk to man. Ack! I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome! It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think that this valley is cursed. Let's ask about his name. I am Wolfgang Abentur, guildmaster of this hall. And a guy who clearly likes to boast about his monster-killing ability with the monsters on the wall. Incidentally, what about, monster? Well, first, let's ask him about the hall. This is, of course, where an adventurer can find out where there is a need of someone brave and courageous. There are jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week, as well. But there are too few adventurers in Spillberg anymore. They all died at the hands of monsters or brigands. Or they just became too old. Alright, well, he mentioned monsters. What about these monsters? You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. Okay, well, let's ask about them. Let's ask about that dragon. One day, years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers were out to meet them. I can still see Stefan von Spielberg charging forward on his black horse. He slew the one whose head adorns the wall above our fireplace. The other one flew off. People say that they can sometimes see that other dragon flying high overhead, but it has never dared attack us again. Can someone in the comments section tell me, is that dragon the dragon of Quest for Glory 5? I've always wondered that if they were trying to connect to the first one. And it looks like he fell asleep again. Talk to man. Yes, as I was saying, where were we? I wanted to ask you about the Cheetar, the next monster on the wall. Watch out for Cheetars! I bear the scars of my last fight with one to this day. Okay, what about that troll? It's been a while since Schultz and I killed the one on the wall. It is fortunate that few trolls remain. They're deadly. Oh, so we know Schultz. That's cool. What about the Griffin? I remember the day I killed that one. It was the biggest one I'd ever seen. It put up a tough fight, but I was tougher. You can see the result on the wall. And of the Antwerp. What of that thing? One year, this valley was overrun by those odd and terrible monsters. Schultz and I fought long and hard to eliminate them completely. We might have failed even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. The two guys from Andromeda. And what of these Saurus? Those are nothing. Anyone can kill a Saurus. Okay. And finally, what of the moose on the wall? What do you have to say about the moose? That was the most vicious moose I ever ran into. Nearly bit my nose off. And what of that sword you're holding, sir? You know, that reminds me very little of the time Schultz and I... Wait a minute, it'll come to me. No. Let's see, a couple of things were mentioned. He mentioned the sheriff, Schultz Meisterson. Do you know the sheriff? Schultz and I have been friends for a long time. He, too, has been a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town. Okay, you mentioned you clearly know the Baron. What about Baron? Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when we were younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said that he goes nowhere and sees no one. First mention of that, who exactly is Baba Yaga? She's the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogress. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. You mentioned a curse. What of this curse? Oh, what a glorious day it was! Oh, hello there! He kind of fell asleep again. You can press F3 to repeat the conversation tree you had before. Yeah. What with the Baron losing his son and daughter, all the monsters, Baba Yaga, and now the brigands, it's been one thing after another. Can we ask about the Baron's son? I think you can just type son here. He was a hero and worthy of the name Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large and deep claw marks. No sign of the Baronet's body was ever found. Ooh, that's kind of gruesome. And what of the daughter? Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky-blue eyes. She was the Baron's pride and joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which came over the wall and flew off with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up. Everyone, that is, except for the Baron's jester, Yorick. Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Who is Yorick, may I ask? Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Okay. You mentioned very prominently the word hero. What is a hero, may I ask? A real hero is someone who did not start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage, brains, and skills to become the best he can be. Very admirable. Wasn't there one last thing he mentioned? Do you know anything about the healer? They mentioned the healer. You know, that reminds me very little of the time Schultz and I... Wait, it'll come to me. Let's repeat that. No, okay, he doesn't know. Where is the Baron's castle? Because it said to a lot of these quests, we needed to know where the Baron's castle was. Oh, Bernard, bravest of the brave, you cannot be gone from us so soon. What? What? You're still here, my fellow adventurer? Yes, the castle. The castle is just north of the healer's house. So I guess we have to find the healer's house. Wait, let's try this again. Ask about healer. Okay, he has no idea. He has no idea who the healer is. Okay. Let's save our game here. Place it as in the guild hall. And that's going to do it for this episode. This is Fire Wizard 23. Take care and bye-bye for now, everybody.